Our big story right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6. A wanted man flees federal agents in downtown Yakima. How the chase led to a multi-vehicle crash with injuries. Also ahead, a landmark of hope gets a new chapter in Pasco. How the Martin Luther King Jr. Center renovation is advancing safety measures. Plus, back in Yakima, an officer crashes while responding to a burglary in progress. The balance between emergency response and public safety. Stacy?
And from the Kittitas Valley to the Columbia Basin and in between, it's been pretty quiet. Lots of cold sunshine. What does the final week of 2025 have in store for you? I'll tell you coming up. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
And a very good Monday evening. Thank you for joining us on this 29th of December. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redman is off tonight. First at 6 o'clock, one man was arrested and 3 cars were damaged after a car chase with federal officials ended in a multi-car crash in downtown Yakima. First up, Apple Valley News Now's Natalie Keller brings us the latest details.
This was the scene at the intersection of Yakima Avenue and South 6th Street Monday morning just after 10. Chad Janice, captain and division commander for the Yakima Police Department, says federal officials were chasing a wanted person through the city and it ended in a crash.
Our officers became involved at the point that there was a collision, and so we, as municipal police officers under state law, we have to investigate collisions regardless of who is involved.
Janice says 3 vehicles were hit. 2 of those vehicles had people in them at the time. He said some people were hurt, but he doesn't know the extent of the injuries. The driver who was wanted ran, but he didn't get away. He was arrested several blocks from the crash scene.
And at that point, it's a state crime. And so we have to be involved at that point. Just like if somebody struck you in your vehicle and they fled, regardless of the circumstances that brought them to that collision, now a state crime has occurred.
Janice says the crash is still under investigation, but he has a message for the community.
Our duty is to ensure public safety. And so whatever the situation is, if it rises to the level that we need to be present because a crime has been committed or we need to ensure public safety at a particular location, then that's when we're going to become involved. And if there's questions on why we are there, we're certainly open to answering those questions.
Both sides of Yakima Avenue have been reopened and all the debris and cars have been cleared away. From Yakima, Natalie Keller, Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, Natalie, the suspect was arrested by YPD on charges of felony hit and run and eluding the police. Janice says he encourages the community to drive carefully. Turning now to First Alert weather, Stacy Lee is here as we are almost saying goodbye to 2025.
Yeah. It's the last Monday of 2025, and you know what? Some quiet weather is due, right? It's been busy.
We deserve it.
We do. So let's check out our headlines tonight. We've got patchy fog or freezing fog, the biggest thing going on in the area. We've got chilly sunshine for Tuesday, Wednesday. Our temperatures are staying below average for those same days. And then our rain chances return at New Year's Day and beyond. There's also an air stagnation advisory just been issued today. That's in place till 12 p.m. on Thursday. Any pollutants are going to get trapped in this lower elevation as the wind's not moving around, and like I said, pretty quiet. So again, no outdoor burning, limit residential wood burning for heat sources unless that is your only heat source. 29 degrees, it's chilly. Dust Devil Skycam traffic moving nicely on I-182. Winds are light at 3 miles per hour and our feels like temp is 25. So really cold all through the area, and those temperatures will continue to drop. Now, our daytime highs are only going to be in the mid 30s through Thursday, and then we'll see a little bit of a warming trend after that. Planning your day tomorrow, cold out the door. Look at these temperatures. But the good news is you've got some chilly sunshine throughout the day. So enjoy that sunshine. I'll tell you more about what to expect for the rest of 2025. Austin?
Thank you, Stacy. Back in Yakima, where the police department is investigating after a police officer was involved in a car crash over the weekend. YPD says the officer was on their way to an in-progress burglary and crashed in the intersection of West Nob Hill Boulevard and South 3rd Avenue. The other driver was taken to the hospital for minor injuries. Commander Chad Janice says crashes can happen when officers are in a hurry to get to the scene of a crime.
They were doing their job. They were responding, and they were trying to get there quickly, and they were trying to help these folks that reported a violent crime in our community, and that's what we want them to do. I think the bigger story here is the fact that we have limited officers working at that time of night. This was a violent event, and you want that police officer to get there as quickly as possible.
He says the department will conduct an internal investigation, and it appears the officer had a red light, but whose fault the accident was depends on many factors. According to the department, there were 40 officer-involved crashes last year. An important update from Pasco's Martin Luther King Center, a historic hub of hope, now undergoing a vital transformation to ensure safety and community strength. Construction broke ground this past summer, and now Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia takes us inside the progress made thus far.
The journey begins on the northwest side of the MLK Center, where phase 1 of the renovation is well underway. The section, home to classrooms, a community room, and offices, was prioritized for an important reason, bringing the building up to code and ensuring a safe space for everyone who walks through its doors. According to the city's website, phase 1 was initially slated for completion in October, but Irving Brown Sr., chapter president of the NAACP Tri-Cities Chapter 1135B, shares that final touches are still being ironed out. He promises a clear update when he meets with the city officials this January.
Third Thursday of January, that's when all the good details will come in as far as completion date for phase 1, because some adjustments probably had to be made. I'm not sure, but anytime there's an adjustment, I'll call it. It could either cost more, it could cost nothing, or it can cost less, or it could set the project back by a couple weeks, and that's what we'll find out in January.
The reason for starting on this side, Brown explains, was simple yet profound: the safety of the building's youngest and most precious visitors.
If the building was not up to spec, that's the first thing that should have been done. For safety, for anyone entering this building, we have our young people here, our children are here. When parents are off at work, they need to have that comfort in knowing that the building is safe. It meets all proper codes and protocols that's needed for their child or children to be safe.
But this isn't just about repairs. It's about preserving a legacy. Brown reflects on what the MLK Center means to the community.
This building has been a landmark of hope, safety, community, fellowship. Families have come to this park and center for decades to brainstorm, to feed each other, to raise each other's children. This is a keepsake for sure. This has touched families from generation to generation.
Looking ahead, Phase 1 is expected to wrap up around the new year, paving the way for Phase 2. So far, $4 million of the $5.4 million needed for the next step has been secured. Phase 3, with an estimated cost of $5 million subject to change due to inflation, still awaits funding. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Brown says anyone who would like to donate to the center's renovation progress can do so by going down to City Hall and making a donation directed to the project. Now to continuing coverage in Sunnyside. The City Council is racing against the clock as they just started their last special meeting of the year at 6 o'clock this evening, all in hopes to finalize and improve their new budget for the upcoming year. The hesitation on previously attempting to approve the budget was due to a rushed final draft presentation after technical difficulties earlier this month. The proposed budget includes cutting pool hours to half, reducing seasonal jobs from 12 to 6, and implementing hiring freezes to stabilize finances. We have a reporter at the meeting right now, and we'll have an update on their budget coming up tomorrow. Trending right now on our social media feeds, many users say they are concerned about the safety of a stretch of State Route 12 after a Christmas night crash left a family of 3 dead, including a 6-month-old boy. New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells you why we could be seeing a change to the road soon.
There's a 10-mile stretch of State Route 12 with a narrow 2-lane road, curving up and down hills near the Wallula Gap that can become tricky to drive on in the dark fog or ice. And after the crash on Christmas night that took the lives of a family of 3, its safety is becoming a topic of discussion.
But Washington State Patrol says that this area hasn't had crash numbers that jump out of the ordinary.
So year to date, we've seen a total of 30 collisions between mileposts 307 to 317. That's about a 10-mile stretch there on State Route 12.
WSP data shows that 11 of those crashes had injuries, and 2 included fatalities. Trooper Mosqueda says that it's not enough to consider the area a crash hotspot, but beyond the statistics, it can still feel dangerous for some drivers. WSP says drivers should proceed with caution while on 2-lane roads like that section of State Route 12.
There may not be a wide shoulder, so you have to be focused 100% behind the wheel, especially during inclement weather. If it's cold out, maybe below freezing, we want to make sure that you stay focused and you slow it down if the weather indicates that.
But that 2-lane stretch of State Route 12 is set to change. The Washington Department of Transportation says it's going to start construction in 2027 for a project that will move part of the road away from the Wallula Gap, adding a lane to each side as well as a divider in the middle. And once complete, that current section of State Route 12 will become a regular road.
Now, we reached out to the Washington Department of Transportation, but as of this newscast, we're still waiting for comment. Reporting from Walla Walla County, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Caleb, Washington State Patrol says it is still investigating the cause of the crash on Christmas night, and no charges have been filed at this time. As a community is still mourning, as authorities are still investigating the cause of the crash that claimed the life of Gustavo Guzman Gomez, Nichelle Bustamante, and their 6-month-old son, Giovanni. At this time, a GoFundMe has been established to help with funeral expenses. Those services are being coordinated by Mountain View in Walla Walla. A link to contribute to that fundraiser can be found on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Our news live at 6 is just getting started. Coming up next, fireworks stands open in Kennewick as the countdown to New Year's Eve begins. The legal options and safety rules for your celebration. And let's go outside. Live pictures from our Skycam network. It is chilly out there. Look at that, below freezing in both Kennewick and across the Yakima Valley. Stacey Lee's coming back with your full First Alert weather forecast. How's it looking for New Year's Eve? She'll tell you right after this.
Welcome to Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar in Kennewick, where every visit feels like a celebration of flavor, friendship, and Northwest hospitality.
As the executive chef, I actually get to work out front a lot, so I'm delivering food to the guests and I'm able to talk to them. And I personally enjoy working our grill and doing the steaks like our ribeyes and our fillets and really great cuts of meat. It's just nice to be able to create something and then see the customer, try it and really enjoy it.
When I see new faces that I haven't seen before, I like going over and talking to them, making sure they have a good time.
Kitchen staff here has me so spoiled. It's hard for me to go out to eat anywhere else because they are fast and efficient, and I think the presentation is beautiful. I think that we have servers that really care about their job. I can see how much they care about their tables and their customers and making sure that everybody leaves happy.
The time you're here spent with us, we're going to make you laugh, have a great time, and make you part of the family. A popular drink for sure is going to be the lemon drop, which comes in different flavors such as huckleberry, strawberry, raspberry, or a classic. But my job in particular is to make sure guests are happy and smile.
From handcrafted cocktails to chef-inspired dishes, every detail at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar is designed for one thing, making you feel right at home. Join us at Columbia Center Mall in Kennewick, where every day is a celebration of great food, great drinks, and great company.
There's a million reasons to celebrate New Year's Eve, and winning $1 million is one of them. On New Year's Eve, Wild Horse Resort and Casino is giving everyone a free entry to be one of 12 finalists in the $1 million Monte Carlo Grand Prize. Come claim your entry, then play in the Casino Royale with fun money and win real prizes, including a trip into the Cash Cube. Continue the night with live music, dancing, and more on New Year's Eve. Play, party, and win at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
College football action continues on Apple Valley News Now, all the way through New Year's Eve, wrapping up with the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. College football on Apple Valley News Now is sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Walker's Furniture must sell all 2025 inventory immediately. So, this New Year's, for 26 hours only, get big store-wide discounts up to 70% off. Or leave your credit cards at home and take advantage of zero money down, no minimum purchase, and zero interest until 2031. Furnish every room of the house for less. This New Year's Eve through Monday at Walker's.
Is it cold outside? Chuck here from Pizza Speedway in Kennewick. Swing by and grab hot pizza in minutes. Right now, buy one pizza, get one free of equal or lesser value. Limit one per customer. With this deal, you can get 2 large pizzas for $17 plus tax. Call ahead or walk in to order. Then cruise the drive-thru or step inside to pick up. Just mention this ad for the discount. Cozy up with a slice and a flavored energy drink or soda infusion. Visit us today at 525 North Edison in Kennewick. Pizza Speedway. Dinner in a flash.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome back to Apple Valley News Now live at 6. I'm Austin Reed. Tri-City area residents are getting ready to bring in the new year with a little sparkle. For just the second year in decades, personal fireworks are legal in the city of Kennewick, but there are still strict rules about what you can and cannot set off. Fireworks are back on sale in Kennewick. Just in time for New Year's Eve.
So we opened 2 days ago on Saturday.
After a 31-year ban, the city began allowing personal fireworks again in December of 2023.
We encourage you to buy local because the fireworks stand here in Kennewick only sells the type of fireworks that are legally permissible.
The change stems from a Kennewick City Council ordinance passed in 2022, lifting the long-standing ban with a required 1-year delay under state law.
So last year we really enjoyed doing it, and I think that last year there was only 3 stands open. There are only 3 stands in the whole Tri-Cities as far as I know. So it is a brand new concept for the Tri-Cities.
This year's rules are similar to neighboring Richland and Pasco, who have allowed New Year's fireworks for a number of years now. Legal fireworks include items like fountains and sparklers, but most aerial fireworks, including Roman candles and skyrockets, are still banned.
We have not had a lot of moisture here recently. Temperatures have been moderate, so some of the same safety considerations, right?
Under Washington state law, legal fireworks can only be discharged between 6 p.m. on December 31st and 1 a.m. on January 1st. Kennewick fire officials say even legal fireworks can still be dangerous if used carelessly.
If you're discharging fireworks, make sure it's from a safe space. Make sure you're aware of your surroundings.
Fire officials also remind residents to clean up used fireworks and soak them in water before throwing them away. So as the clock counts down to midnight, both the city and this fireworks stand right off Edison and Clearwater say the goal is a safe celebration for everyone.
Have a safe and happy New Year.
Now, the city of Yakima still has a long-standing ban on fireworks. For our viewers in Oregon, the state does not regulate when legal consumer fireworks may be used, but you won't see any stands open because state law only allows businesses to sell them from June 23rd to July the 6th.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's see what your New Year's Eve is going to look like. I will tell you this, it's chilly tonight. This is a live look by Mart Skycam looking down into the Yakima Valley, 31 degrees. The feels like temp is 28. And look at our sunset now, 4:18. We gained 2 minutes of daylight. Ridge of high pressure sitting on top. You see some cloud cover and maybe even a little bit of snow in those northern Cascade Mountains, but it's been pretty quiet elsewhere. We are tracking some fog and freezing fog to develop late tonight, early tomorrow till about 10 in the morning. The roads, I saw some ice patches this morning on my way to work. So if any of this moisture lands on the roads, we could see some slick conditions as well as reduced visibility. So be careful. Rain chances, well, we've got a couple quiet days for Tuesday, Wednesday. Then our rain will start to increase beginning New Year's Day and beyond. 10 to 30% chance in Yakima. Little bit of a better chance, 10 to 30% chance here in Tri-Cities, but the best chances of seeing these showers will be closer to the Blue Mountains and Walla Walla area with a 60% chance of rain on Friday. So active weather coming back later on. Enjoy this quiet, cold stretch that we're going to be on. Temperatures tonight down in the 20s all through the region. So yes, cold enough to have freezing standing water. Temperatures right around the average for Yakima through Thursday. And then look at this, we'll warm back into the 40s. And how did Yakima do in the month of December? The Palm Springs of Washington did not disappoint. Very warm. We broke daytime high temperatures 5 times, and the majority of the month was well above average. Tri-Cities and Hermiston are average here, 40 degrees, so we're going to be on the cool side of that through Thursday. We'll get back up to average and slightly above as we head towards the end of the week, the first week of 2026. How did we do in Tri-Cities? Well, we broke a couple records here as well, and as you can see, most of the month our temperatures were above the average, so it was a warm December overall. All right, your 7-day planning forecast. Here's the chilly temperatures, really chilly on Wednesday, your New Year's Eve, so fur coat, definitely leggings. And then as you get into New Year's Day, that's when we start to see those chances of rain returning. Slight chances of rain right on through the end of the week. For Yakima, slight chance of rain, your New Year's Eve, 36 degrees, 40s as we get into the first week of 2026. We'll stay in the 30s in Ellensburg as well all the way through Friday. Now take a look at Saturday and Sunday. We see a little bit of mixed precipitation, and we've had that a few times with a few flakes and some freezing debris on the ground through the through the Ellensburg area. So a chance of rain mix on Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be a chilly New Year's Eve in Ellensburg. Walla Walla also staying in the 30s with overnight lows down in the 20s, and then pretty good chances of rain starting Thursday all the way through the first part of next week. Pretty quiet in Hermiston the next couple of days. But again, remember, we do have that air stagnation advisory that's going to be in place all the way through Thursday at noon. So they tell folks not to, burn, we like to have our fireplaces going. Wood burning fireplaces limit that unless it's your only source of heat for your house. So be safe there.
Yes, because don't want anything.
We don't want bad air quality.
No, no. Yeah, that too. All right, coming up next, imagine being a student on a bus when your driver suddenly starts choking. We'll tell you what happened next when students in Ohio faced that crisis.
It's the New Year's Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 60 months no interest. Say goodbye to tired old designs. And hello to killer new looks at great prices. The New Year's Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
From our family at Scott Smith State Farm, serving the Tri-Cities for over 15 years with our 2 locations in Kennewick and 1 in Yakima, we wish you joy, peace, and prosperity this holiday season. Merry Christmas from all of us at Scott Smith State Farm.
During this special season, trust Apple Valley News Now and ABC for an awesome lineup of magical holiday shows with favorites from Disney plus more. It's all proudly sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Grace first walked through these doors simply looking for a way to stay active and useful.
I came here and asked if I could volunteer. They said sure, so I started, and I didn't know where to quit.
You are our Volunteers Count winner. You just won $1,000.
The age of 92 and still coming is just so inspirational. And I always tell her, I'm like, you're my goal.
To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Ellensburg is a great place to visit all year long. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is Ellensburg.
I'm Megan West, owner of Claim Clothing in downtown Ellensburg. Claim Clothing is a store located in our downtown core of Ellensburg, Washington. There is something happening all year long in Ellensburg.
Ellensburg is awesome. We have a great community, we've got a university, and you've got a huge community of locals and outdoor enthusiasts.
You've got great restaurants and wine, and yeah, there's a lot to do downtown in Ellensburg.
In an instant, your world can shatter. At Quantum Legal, we understand injuries can be an immense burden, taking a toll on your body and leaving you drowning in medical expenses. Battling insurance companies without legal representation will make matters worse. We are committed to advocating for your deserved compensation. Quantum Legal, where compassion meets justice.
It's the New Year Super Sale at Denver Mattress, where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $299.99 and score 60 months no interest and free shipping. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
Time to check this out. Heroes can come in all ages, and it is a good thing too, because when a school bus driver in Ohio began choking behind the wheel, it was the kids that came to her rescue.
That's right. Video shared by Crestview School shows the moment the driver began suffering a medical emergency. Several kids on the bus immediately jumped into action, including a teen who grabbed the radio and called for help. The quick actions of the young passengers ended up saving the driver.
All right. Well, Christmas Eve in Arizona turned into a rescue mission after a dog became trapped underneath a vehicle.
Uh-oh. That's right. The Tucson Fire Department was on the scene to help set him free. Officials say the dog jumped in front of a Kia and its paw was stuck under a rear tire. The dog was eventually freed and turned over to animal control, the officer there. So they saved him, yay.
Yay, that's the good news. Still ahead in our 6:30 half hour, Benton County Fire District 2 adding cutting-edge alert technology to its emergency vehicles. The real-time alerts coming to your smartphone and dashboard.
From our family to your family, season's greetings.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
Look, if you're getting older, like I am, you're probably beginning to realize that sooner or later you're going to need some medical care. And sometimes the best place to get that care is in your own home. It just is. So if that's your situation, I suggest you call Chinook Home Health Care. There should be a number on your screen here to refer to. You give them a call. They are the people who will take care of you.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
At Furniture Row, a new year calls for a new sofa, sectional, dining group, bedroom set, mattress, and and more. Because during the New Year's Super Sale, getting it all has never been easier. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up. And check out doorbusters while they last, plus 60 months no interest. Say goodbye to tired old designs. And hello to killer new looks at great prices. The New Year's Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
The Kia Season of New Tradition sales event is going on now at Overturf Kia. Get an additional rebate when you purchase any new 2025 Niro, Seltos, Sorrento, Sportage, or select Tellurides in stock, including hybrid and PHEV models. Get a 2025 Telluride EX X-Line all-wheel drive for just $46,617 and 0.9% for 60 months. Overturf Kia, Highway I-182 and Road 100 exit on St. Thomas Drive, Pasco.
All across America.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello.
And right here in the Northwest. Wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man, it's good to be home.
Good morning, Northwest and GMA. The #1 way to start your day.
Good morning, Northwest.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., the Tri-Cities only hospice house completes a major renovation after 29 years of serving families. The upgrades allowing staff to spend more time with patients and families. Plus, Hanford's wrestlers get home mat advantage, the tournament bringing the best female wrestlers from across the region as your news at 6:30 starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Austin Reed alongside Stacey Lee. Wendy is off tonight, and this is a weird time because it's just like, you know, from Christmas to New Year's, these couple of weeks.
It's
just
quiet.
Yeah.
And it's quiet. It's the last Monday of 2025, and then we enter a whole new year by the end of this week. And weather-wise, looking pretty good out there. It's been pretty quiet. The only thing we're watching tonight is patchy fog or freezing fog, and we had a little bit of that overnight. I saw a couple spots of ice on the roadway. A chilly, sunny day for Tuesday, Wednesday, below average temperatures, and then our rain chances return towards the end of the week. We also have an air stagnation advisory just issued today. Poor air quality is possible. No outdoor burning, and please limit residential wood burning unless it's your only heat source to keep the air quality good. Now, it is chilly tonight, 29 degrees. The feels like temp is 25, and that humidity up there. So we're getting all the ingredients together for fog and freezing fog. Temperatures are chilly all through the region tonight with everybody down below zero. Our daytime highs are going to stay in the mid-30s, though, through Thursday. Then we'll start to see a little bit of a warming trend. Planning your night out, grab a coat. Chilly out there. 20s by 7 and 9, and staying in the 20s by 11. So the takeaway tonight is, again, be safe out there and watch out for fog and freezing fog in the early morning hours. Austin?
Well, for nearly 30 years, it has been a place families turn to at life's most difficult moments. Now, the Tri-Cities only hospice house has been transformed with a renewed focus on dignity, comfort, and care as demand for hospice services grows across our region. New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen shows us why this renovation matters far beyond today's ribbon cutting.
1, 2, 3.
Tucked away in Kennewick, the hospice house has quietly served thousands of families across the Tri-Cities, many during the hardest days of their lives. Now, after months of renovation, the region's only hospice house is entering its next chapter.
After 29 years, there was some need to make some internal changes and some external changes. We wanted to focus on giving our patients the best opportunity to thrive here.
The upgrades go far beyond appearances. From a larger nurse station and in-room charting technology to expanded family spaces and a fireside room for reflection and remembrance, the project was funded through the community, chaplaincy fundraising efforts, and more than $1 million in state grants from the Department of Commerce. Staff say the changes allow them to spend more time where it matters most, with patients and their loved ones.
I would say that is one of the biggest differences. There are so many little cubbies and quiet spaces now for families to go to and have those private moments, private conversations, including the departure room.
The renovation comes as hospice providers nationwide see growing demand, driven by an aging population and more complex care needs. Leaders say the mix of state support and local donations reflects how deeply this house is connected to the community it serves.
These upgrades are really helping our family members live well while they're here. It gives them an opportunity to take a beat, to take a breath.
This is the only hospice house in the region, and leaders say these updates aren't just for comfort, they're to be able to serve the community for years to come. Reporting in Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Okay, Dan, leaders say the project was completed on time and under budget, but is currently not fully funded. The hospice house is now open, though, and ready to serve patients nonetheless. Benton County Fire Protection District Number 2 has now added real-time alerting technology to its emergency vehicles, sending warnings directly to drivers before they even see lights or hear sirens. The system is called Safety Cloud, powered by Haas Alert. When a fire engine or rescue unit is responding or parked on the roadway, the technology automatically sends a warning to nearby drivers. Those alerts can pop up through apps like Waze and Apple Maps, and even directly on newer vehicle dashboards by quieting their radio to give drivers a 30-second heads up.
I think anything we can do to continue to help improve protecting our citizens and the traveling public will go a long ways, and in turn that gives us the priority of having the ability to protect our firefighters and the people that are responding.
Officials say traditional lights and sirens don't always cut through distractions, especially with modern vehicles, maybe loud cabins or drivers looking at their phones. The technology is already active on BCFD2 vehicles, and officials say that they are seeing better driver response around emergency scenes. It is also meant to support Washington State's Move Over law by making sure drivers actually know when first responders are ahead. And in local sports tonight, while school might still be out for winter break, high school wrestling teams aren't taking a break as the Winter Cup was hosted at Hanford High School. The two-day event starts off with girls wrestling on day one. 36 different schools participated in the girls wrestling tournament, coming from as far as Seattle to compete. Decades ago, the Winter Cup started off as a boys-only tournament, and in the first years of girls teams participating, there were only roughly 10 local schools participating.
You know, so it's grown. It's done exactly the purpose of it when we started was to grow the sport of women's wrestling. And so now we put some of the best kids in Eastern Washington in one tournament and let them fight it out and see what's right at the end of the day.
The all-day wrestling event started with 8 a.m. weigh-ins, and from start to finish lasts for over 8 hours. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30 p.m., a memorial service celebrates the life of a fallen Washington State trooper. We'll share how she's being remembered with her simple but powerful mission. Then our Stacey Lee returns with a look at your First Alert forecast as New Year's Eve is getting closer. Stay right here as we are on your side.
A special place on the scenic Clark Fork River. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
You didn't start your business to deal with banking headaches or get lost in automated systems that don't understand your unique needs. At Bank CDA, we help commercial and small business owners secure the funding they need to grow with a local bank that actually listens. We've helped numerous businesses in the Inland Northwest secure funding that aligned with their unique goals, from new equipment purchases to complete business expansions. Don't let banking slow down your growth. Apply today for a commercial or small business loan from Bank CDA.
Depression and anxiety can feel like a heavy, suffocating weight pulling you down. But there is hope. Neurostim TMS can help you regain your life. No medications, no drug-related side effects, just a proven solution covered by insurance. Our FDA-approved, non-invasive transcranial magnetic stimulation therapy targets the source of your symptoms. Neurostim works when medications fail and is the Northwest's leader in TMS, with over 250,000 successful treatments delivered. There is hope. Call today for a free consultation.
Some drives feel bigger than the road itself. They speak to driving change right here at home. During the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at McCurley Subaru, you can get a new car and make a real impact. Choose a national charity or our local hometown charity and give back in a way that matters. Subaru and McCurley Subaru will donate a portion of every vehicle sold. McCurley Subaru, your way home.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, we want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all of our patients. It's been a pleasure to serve you and to improve your smiles. So, from all of us to you and yours, happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas.
Visit Cle Elum anytime for spectacular views, fantastic food, and shopping unlike anywhere else. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is the heart of Cle Elum.
It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here. An absolute adventure. Every single day is different.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure. And there's lots of snowmobiling in the winter, lots of hiking, kayaking.
Every single corner of the globe, they all end up in Cle Elum for one reason or another, whether it's to enjoy the outdoors, to enjoy the small town feel. There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries, a lot of great bars. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Cle Elum.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com. Experiencing the outdoors is in our nature.
Unwrap the gift of music at Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos. Bring home the timeless sound of a Yamaha piano this holiday season, either acoustic or digital pianos. Enjoy 0% financing for 24 months now through January 5th. Available in-store and online. From uprights to grands and the Yamaha Clavinova, all delivering incredible sound with a beautifully natural feel. Make your home sing this Christmas with Yamaha from Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos in Richland.
Back now with continuing coverage. An emotional goodbye in Tacoma, where a memorial service for fallen State Patrol Trooper Tara Marissa Gooding was held. Bridget Chavez brings us a look.
Washington State Trooper Tara Marissa Gooding is remembered as a woman who lived with purpose and loved without reservation.
Tara had a way of making those around her feel seen, welcomed, and most importantly, valued. She would listen with a true sense of care.
Gooding was killed in the line of duty on December 19th, responding to a crash on Highway 509. She was born in Hawaii, loved fishing and being with family. In 2019, she married her husband, Tim, and together they shared their home with 4 pets. Her sister remembered Tara through one of her favorite characters.
Stitch was her favorite, and as you can see here on stage, he truly represents who Tara was. Small but strong, gentle but fierce, loving but unafraid to be a little wild.
Amazing grace. Before fulfilling her lifelong dream in law enforcement, Tara served 8 years as a signal intelligence analyst in the Army National Guard.
Her why? It was simple but not easy. It was to change the face of law enforcement, turning all the negativity into something positive.
WSP troopers stood shoulder to shoulder, remembering a colleague and friend they say brought light into every room.
In my 30 years, I cannot think of somebody that was more upbeat and with such a good attitude as Tara had. I mean, her attitude was infectious, and it just spread like wildfire.
Her kindness, respect, and gentle spirit were a constant, never wavering no matter the circumstance.
Her life ended, but her legacy lives on.
Tara, well, today our hearts ache with your absence. We know you did. We know you did not leave us behind. You remain bound to us by a love that does not end, walking with us just beyond our sight until the day we are able to be together again. We love you.
That was Bridget Chavez reporting. Washington State Patrol says she is the 34th trooper who has died in the line of duty in the agency's 105-year history.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a live look into Central Washington. Our rodeo grounds camera here in Ellensburg down there. Yep, a little bit of that white stuff out here. It's been sitting there for the last few days. It's chilly, 24 degrees. The feels like temperature 18 right now in Ellensburg. So it's a chilly night out there. Ridge of high pressure, that's going to keep the clouds mainly away from us, but you do see a little bit of activity on the west side. Overall, fairly quiet. The only thing we're keeping a close eye on is fog and freezing fog. There's just enough moisture in the air and a little bit of instability, and that fog could pop up anywhere from 4 o'clock in the morning till 10, maybe a little earlier in the Ellensburg area. Very, very chilly tonight. Rain is staying away at least for the next 2 days, pretty quiet, and then we'll start to see that next system moving across our region Thursday into Friday. Rain chances in Yakima range from 10 to 30% over the next few days, the later part of the week. New Year's Day, 10% chance of rain in Tri-Cities, a 30% chance heading into the weekend, and better chances of seeing those showers developing foothills of the Blues, the Walla Walla area. It's going to be a little bit wet. All right, let's talk about temperatures. Chilly, like I said, tonight, already down in the 20s, but we're going to drop even lower. Ellensburg should end up around 21. Look at 19 up at Blewett Pass, in the 20s for the rest of the region. So fog and freezing fog is a good possibility. Our temperatures are right around average, though, for this time of the year. We've been warm for the month of December, and we'll see those temperatures start to warm as we head into Friday and Saturday. Here's what the month looked like overall in Yakima. Record-breaking daytime highs 5 different times, and then most of the month, as you can see, stayed above the average of 37 degrees. Tri-Cities and Hermiston also below average, but warming as we get into the very first weekend of 2026. Tri-Cities and Hermiston also had a very warm December. We broke records in Tri-Cities 3 different times, and most of the month was well above average. All right, let's take our 7-day planner here. We stay in the 30s, partly cloudy skies, fog and freezing fog a possibility. Here comes the rain eventually, possibly coming our direction starting on New Year's Day, which is Thursday. In Yakima, your New Year's Eve, it's going to be a chilly one with those temps dropping down in the 20s at night. New Year's Day, slight chance of rain, warmer temperatures beyond. Ellensburg also chilly as well with a slight chance of rain, and we could even see a little rain mixed with snow heading into the first weekend of 2026. So that next system moving through should bring a pretty decent amount of moisture and potentially a few snowflakes on the ground in Ellensburg. Walla Walla staying in the 30s, looking at pretty good chances of rain beginning Thursday into Friday and beyond. Those overnight lows, though, down in the 20s, so chilly. Again, if we see that fog settle in where it likes to hang out in Walla Walla, a good chance the roads will be slick that direction. So if you have any late night, early morning driving plans, make sure you are be careful. Look for that black ice. And there's the rain chances Friday and Saturday for Hermiston. pretty quiet there. New Year's Eve will be overcast and chilly. So I don't know. This would be if you have the fur coat, wear it now.
You wear it now.
Break out the scarf, the gloves, and the hat. You're going to need it.
Yeah,
so.
if you're out and about on New Year's Eve, for sure. Or just stay inside.
That's right.
One or the other. Coming up next, we're going to tell you why after nearly 3 decades, changes are ahead for New York's iconic Metro card.
So you only check it twice?
Nissan tests every model thousands of times.
No wonder we're J.D. Power's #1 in new vehicle quality.
Hurry, holiday savings end January 5th at the Nissan year-end event. Get 0% APR on select SUVs for well-qualified buyers.
We can't help what you do before you go to bed, but we can make sure the sleep is solid once you finally get there.
And during the New Year's super sale at Denver Mattress, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Queen for only $299.99, or take up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. And score 60 months, no interest, and free shipping.
Here's to 365 nights of better sleep. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
Happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on this Silverado with over $7,900 total value. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Since 1947, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 112, has proudly trained skilled electricians through our apprenticeship program. Serving communities across Southeast Washington and Northeast Oregon, we've powered residential, commercial, and industrial projects with dedication and expertise. From today's energy demands, data centers, solar and wind farms, Local 112 electricians deliver safe, reliable solutions. Local 112, building a brighter future.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
Apple Valley News Now's Christmas Wish is coming to an end for 2025. But before it wraps, we want to acknowledge and thank Idaho Community Credit Union, IBEW Local 112, Chinook Home Healthcare, and Yokes Fresh Market. Also, a big thank you to viewers who submitted names of people in our communities who need help. Because of these efforts, many families had a much merrier Christmas and will start the new year a bit better off. Christmas Wish from Apple Valley News Now. See you next year.
So you only check it twice?
Nissan tests every model thousands of times.
No wonder we're J.D. Power's #1 in new vehicle quality.
Hurry, holiday savings end January 5th at the Nissan year-end event. Get 0% APR on select SUVs for well-qualified buyers.
Season's greetings from all of us here at Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. Time for what's trending. New Yorkers and tourists alike have shared the experience of swiping a Metro card, often the wrong way, for almost 3 decades. Well, now, as of January 1 of next year, it'll be the end of the line for the blue and yellow card.
That's right. The Metropolitan Transit Authority will no longer sell Metro cards, though they'll still be accepted for now. Riders will have to switch to a contactless system called Omni, short for One Metro New York.
The new system replaces swipe for taps of your smartphones or smartwatches, credit cards, or Omni cards. Riders will also be able to purchase Omni cards for $1.
That's right. The MTA says the change will save the agency $20 million a year. Good
yeah,
switch.
I mean, I saw that coming with everything that's changing.
When I was in New York, you pretty much tapped like in cabs. You just tapped it, you know. So yeah,
it saves the city money, I guess.
There you go.
So, but rats.
Oh yeah, I didn't see any rats. I've been to New York City
huh?
twice this year and didn't see a single rat. Just saying. But anyway.
Anytime I think of Subway, I just think of the rats. So.
All right, still to come, your reason to smile and one final word on your weather forecast.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Apple Valley Eats.
At Legends Casino Hotel, we believe the perfect meal begins long before it reaches the table. That's why we partner exclusively with Royal Ranch, a family farm right here in Washington. From Royal Ranch to Legends, every cut of beef we serve begins on land cared for by people who believe in feeding their community responsibly. These cattle are pasture-raised, nourished through a regenerative loop that gives back to the soil and sustains the planet. For us, it's more than food. It's tradition, it's respect for the land, and pride in the people who make it possible. Treat yourself to all-natural pasture-raised, flame-broiled steaks, or melt in your mouth succulent prime rib. Try one of our towering burger creations, the legendary Mount Hood and Mount Adams. Stacked high with all your favorite fixing to satisfy the heartiest appetites and deliver a flavor experience that's bold, memorable, and unmistakably Northwest. From the first sizzle to the last bite, every dish tells a story. Taste the trust. Taste the tradition. Taste Royal Ranch beef, proudly crafted and executed by our culinary trained professionals at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish, Washington. Always local, always better, always legendary.
Celebrate Happy Honda Days at McCurley Honda. Right now, enjoy financing as low as 3.99% on a wide selection of new Honda models, from sporty Civics to spacious CR-Vs. Explore our lineup and find the Honda that fits your life perfectly. With our friendly team ready to guide you, great deals, and no-pressure service, there's never been a better time to drive home the Honda you've been dreaming of. McCurley Honda, your way home.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Look, if you're getting older, like I am, you're probably beginning to realize that sooner or later you're going to need some medical care. And sometimes the best place to get that care is in your own home. It just is. So if that's your situation, I suggest you call Chinook Home Health Care. There should be a number on your screen here to refer to. You give them a call. They are the people who will take care of you.
A special place on the scenic Clark Fork River. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
And welcome back. Our final Monday of 2025. A nice, pretty quiet stretch of weather, just on the chilly side. But you know what? The weather is going to be clear, so get out and snap those photos. Come take a look at your screen. We always like to end with a reason to smile. And here's a great one. Our buddy Stu Malloy sent this one in. Friday night's sunset peeking through Badger Mountain. So yeah, keep snapping those photos. That QR code on top of your screen, just take a picture of that with your phone. That's how you submit your weather photos. And keep them coming. And remember, if you like our weather photos, you can check them all out. There's a nice little album on our website. Click on the weather tab, and right below there, you'll see all the photos, thanks to Lifetime Dental Care. So again, keep those photos coming. All right, patchy fog, freezing fog, air stagnation advisory through Thursday. Our cold temperatures sticking around at least through Thursday. Then we'll start to see the 40s come back into the forecast Friday and beyond. Shower chances return New Year's Day and beyond, but right now pretty quiet, sunny, cold weather. So, and real quick before we go tonight, I am going to be gone for a few days. Yeah. I'm having surgery number 2 to fix my hand. So hopefully it all goes well. Wish me luck. I'll be back after surgery next week.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Prayers your way.
Yes, I need my hand to work.
I know. All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great night. Happy New Year.